Welcome. I want to welcome all of my students from all over the world. Welcome to English Grammar. I'm Mr. Ali from America, from New Jersey. All right, and we're going to start with the very basics of the simple sentence, and then we're going to build our way up to more advanced aspects of grammar. Okay, so today, like I said, the simple sentence, we're going to start with what is the difference between the kinds of sentences and the types of sentences. All right, basically what I usually tell my students, and I like to simplify things because people make grammar so difficult and so hard, so people, run away from grammar. They don't want to study English, they don't want to learn English. Even some native speakers, when you say grammar, they get afraid, they don't want to study English, or they don't want to study grammar, But without grammar, whether you know it or don't know it, without using it while speaking, that's what makes your English broken. That's what makes your English not good. Whether you're writing or you're speaking, all of your problems are coming from either your pronunciation or the grammatical structure of your sentences while you're speaking or writing. So it's very important that you learn grammar, even if you don't know the terminology that's used in grammar. So I like to simplify things because English is really fun. It's really easy. Once you learn the basics of grammar and it's in a simplified way, then you say, oh wow, I hated English before. I hated grammar before. Now I love grammar. Now I love English. So you have to simplify it. So I took many books, thick books of grammar, and went through it and simplified it into a simple book like this. Very simple. So you're going to see how easy and how fun English actually is once you start watching these videos. So let's get started. The thing I usually tell my students is to remember what I call K4T3. K4T3. Okay. All right. In case that's not very clear for you, I'll write in black on top of that, K4T3. Excuse me. All right, so K4T3, what does that mean actually? K4, there are 4 kinds of sentences, okay? 4 kinds of sentences and 3 types. Okay, so we're going to start by focusing on the kinds first. Okay, we're going to start focusing on the kinds of sentences. You only need to remember right now that T means type and K means kind. So if you can remember K4T3, you remember that there are 4 kinds of sentences and 3 types. So we're going to focus on the kinds first. All right, and unfortunately, I met some advanced students of English, foreign advanced students of English, and they didn't even know what the kinds of sentences are. All right, and as you know, generally speaking, when we say kinds, some sentences end with an exclamation mark, some end with a period, and some people call it a full stop, some end with a question mark. And when you ask them, what are the names of these sentences, meaning the kinds, what are the names? I found that advanced students of English, foreign advanced students of English, didn't even know the names. All right, so let's talk about that. Okay, the first of the 4 is giving information. Okay, it gives information. Does anyone know what's the name of a sentence that gives information? Do you know? It's what? Now, to give information or to say something, it's called to declare. So the name of the sentence actually comes from that. So we call it a declarative sentence, okay? A declarative sentence. All right. All right, declarative sentence. All right, and you're going to see this also on the screen. All right, declarative sentence is making a statement. So any statement that you make that's not a question, all right, if I say go to the store, that's a different kind. All right, so if I say it needs to have a subject, okay? If it's declarative, it should have a subject. So if I say I went to the store, now that's what we call declarative sentence. All right? So it's just giving information, and it ends with a period or a full stop. Okay? And let me just make a simple one here. All right, if I just said, I am happy, that's declarative. I'm just giving you information. All right, it's declarative. It has a subject, it's declarative. All right, then the second kind would be the interrogative. Now, it could be in any order, okay, but secondly, we're going to talk about the interrogative. Interrogative, that word interrogative comes from the word interrogate. Interrogate means to ask questions. So if someone is, the police or someone is asking them questions, where were you on the night of July 4th or whatever? So they call it interrogation. So a sentence that asks a question is called an interrogative sentence. Okay, it's called an interrogative sentence. Okay, so... Okay, interrogative. We're going to go interrogative. Okay, so remember here, okay, interrogative. Okay, so that comes from interrogate. Okay, so just remember that. So it's going to ask a question. So any question, okay, we're going to say like anything, how are you, right? Let me say, how are you? Okay? If it asks a question, it's an interrogative sentence. All right? It's that simple. All right? And then let's say the next one, imperative. Imperative is going to give an order. Okay? It comes from the same word imperative. Anything that is imperative, it means you have to do it. It is imperative. Right? So when you give an order and you say, eat the food, go to work, right? In this sentence, there is no subject because the subject is actually you, but it's called you understood. It's not written. So the subject is you. So you don't have to say you. You say, eat your food, go to the store, be quiet. All of those are called the imperative sentences. So imperative, all right, it's going to say anything, eat. Now, mind you, it can be one word, but it also could be eat your food, okay? So this is a sentence, a one-word sentence in English, okay? You is not written as you understood, all right? And that would be imperative, all right? That's the third one. The last one we want to talk about is the exclamatory sentence. Exclamatory sentence, all right, it ends with an exclamation mark, all right? You know the exclamation mark, right, is that. So you see how I actually turned this into, an exclamatory sentence. Eat! So exclamatory is when there's excitement. Now there are some natural words that show excitement, such as, wow, that was great, right? And then, so if it's said with excitement, it's an exclamatory sentence, all right? So we're going to say, all right, okay, I kind of got over here. Let me write it again for you here. Okay, exclamatory, like I said, there's an exclamation mark on the end. That's the name of this mark, exclamation mark, for those who are new students of English. All right, when you see that, it's called an exclamation mark. All right, so an exclamatory sentence ends with an exclamation mark. All right, it shows excitement. Those are the four kinds of sentences, okay? And, so you do need to know that. And then, next time we're going to get into the subject, actually all parts of the sentence itself, and we're going to start with the simple sentence. Now, we talked about K4T3, right? So there are four kinds. So these are the four kinds. But then we have three types. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with only the first type, which is the simple sentence. Don't forget, too, that you can always ask me questions. You can send me a message, ask me questions if you need more information about the videos that you have seen, the information that you have seen in the videos. All right? So now I'm talking about, those were the four kinds, but we have three types, okay? So 3 types. 1, 2, 3. All right. We have the simple sentence. All right. We have the simple sentence. We have the compound sentence. And we have the complex sentence. All right. So these are the 3 types, which I say for T3. All right, so because I don't want this video to be too long, I just want to tell you that we're going to start with focusing only on the simple sentence. All right, the simple sentence, there are basically 9 ways to write a simple sentence. All right, and so in the next video, we'll take a look at those 9 different ways. All right, that makes it very easy for you. If you learn how to write the 9 different ways of writing a simple sentence, you will be perfect in every sentence in English. So don't miss the next video. That's the most important one.